Oh my god, so you're like an introvert? Like, does that mean that you're like super freaking shy and like you don't really have friends and maybe you're just like a little bit of a weirdo? No, no, I'm just a normal person. I just do normal things. I just need alone time to recharge, not friend time, not social time. I'm a normal person. No, but seriously, doesn't it mean that you don't like people? I hear that all the time, that introverts just really are like anti-human. They're like antisocial. Is that true? No. No, that doesn't mean that I hate all people. Most people. But that's because I get very exhausted by human interaction. And I'm very selective with my time. And I hate superficial relationships. Hate them. That like sounds so boring. Like, don't you just get like bored hanging out with just yourself? No, I don't get bored by myself. I actually quite enjoy my alone time. That's not to say that I don't get bored from time to time, but most of the time I do a pretty good job entertaining myself with my hobbies and just being myself. Whatever. Wow, you must be like super deep and stuff, like just knowing words and things, like wow. Can you read me one of your poems? I really love guitar. I love Wonderwall. It's like my favorites. Yes, well, I'm not particularly deep because of my introversion, although I have had poems published before, and I'm currently working on a poetry book, but that has nothing to do with my introversion and more so to do with one of my many hobbies that keep me occupied when I'm bored and lonely by myself in my very unfulfilling life. Well, as you can guess, as I've stated just before, I am an introvert. And I know what you're thinking. I know you're thinking, well, if you're an introvert, then why do you make YouTube videos? If you're an introvert, why are you letting strangers in, all 10 of them, to see your life? Seems counterproductive. That's more of an extrovert trait. Well, let's talk about exactly what an introvert is. On the spectrum, and there is a spectrum from introvert to extrovert and everything in between, I land closer to the polarized area of introvert. And what that means essentially is that my batteries get charged differently from an extrovert. Traditionally, an extrovert gets their recharge from being around people and being around loved ones and friends and things of that nature. Whereas I do not. I don't. I find social interactions very exhausting. I do have a rich social life. I have a lot of friends, and I enjoy my friends very, very much. And I believe I'm more friends with more extroverts than I am introverts. Extroverts tend to get me out more, and I do enjoy my time when I am out. Otherwise, I will stay indoors, and I will maybe invite one or two people over, and that'll be it, and we just chill, and then they go home. And that's always refreshing for me. However, I know that it's within my best interest and my mental health to actually go out and see people, and I enjoy meeting new people. I am very friendly, I'm very normal, and I maintain lifelong friendships thus far. I mean, I'm not dead yet, so. And I am going to law school, so there again, I am going to be around quite a bit of people. But the thing is I need my alone time in order to recharge, and that's basically it. I'm not shy. Shyness is very different from introverts, and an introvert can be shy, but they're very different. They're not the same. They're not synonymous. Introverts are seen as non-assertive, which is quite the contrary to who I am. I am very assertive. I am very confrontational when I see fit. I believe there are a lot of myths circulating around about introverts and who we are and what we're supposed to look like. And the question is what is an introvert supposed to look like? And then that's where the stereotypes come in. And stereotypically, an introvert is supposed to look like this. And it's like, stereotypes are very damaging. If you were to apply that to a race, like, I'm Asian, but traditionally, Asians are supposed to be quiet and have really high-pitched voices. And maybe some mucked up teeth. Or African Americans are supposed to be X, Y, and Z. Like, some of my black friends, they get told, oh, well, you don't talk like them. And I've been told, oh, you're very attractive, even though you're Asian. I didn't think that Asians could be that attractive. So a lot of stereotypes are very damaging. I mean, I do decent enough in math, but I'm no math wizard. I do struggle with math because, again, I'm a normal person. What's abnormal is excelling in math right out the gate. So a lot of stereotypes are very damaging. I mean, I do decent enough in math, but I'm no math wizard. I do struggle with math because, again, I'm a normal person. What's abnormal is excelling in math right out the gate. Like, that's weird. Listen to their experiences. Just because you think something is the way it is doesn't mean it is factual. Not all facts are steeped from petty gossip. So really evaluate how you view other people and how you talk about them, and really try to understand what a stereotype is and why it's bad. Yeah. I'm an introvert. I'm not shy. I have a lot of hobbies. I do enjoy my alone time, but I also really enjoy my time with my partner. My partner is very extroverted. In fact, she goes out to see her friends a few times a week, and I'm happy as a clam she does that, because then I get to go do stupid Yoko stuff, and it's great. We are a great team, and then sometimes I'm like, yeah, I'll come along. It's nice to see these. I don't have COVID. I am allergic to cats. And all this setup stirred up a lot of pet things. Anyway, do research on stereotypes and develop a vocabulary around this. Develop a vocabulary to be combative towards stereotypes. Develop a vocabulary that will help educate you and help you educate others. And that's the key. You don't want to go in and start arguing with people. You want to sit down and have a normal conversation and say, hey, stereotypes are actually very damaging to these in this demographic. And then just explain why. Don't get argumentative, like, you're wrong, blah, blah, blah. Because when you start telling people that they're wrong, people subscribe to things that kind of fit in their already established belief system. So they're not going to listen to you if you just out the gate start telling them they're wrong and this and that. You really got to sit down and educate them. Arguing is not the same as educating. And maybe you just need to plant some seeds, and they'll think about it, and then you can revisit the conversation and ask them, hey, did you think about that stuff that I told you? And they're going to say no, and then say, it's really important to me. Just do that. It's really not that hard. I mean, actually, it is very hard. Once you get the hang of it, it becomes less and less hard. Because being vulnerable, being soft, is really hard. And it's also very hard to be heard when you aren't, like, in somebody's face. Don't be a stereotype. It's bad.